What's up? What's up? What's up? I just came on here to say a little something about some posts that was made.
Okay, you guys, we are back with the update on the Beauty is Her Name debacle between Renee, Devall, the daughter. Well, Devall's brother has entered the building. This is the baby brother. This is the one where Devall, when he was on that live feeling himself, talked about the brother that didn't take care of the mother. And Renee spoke about when Kiki was home by herself and they was at the club in Michigan or Mississippi or whatever. This is that brother. I guess he did not like how Devall mentioned him in that live, and he decided he was going to come tell his part and bring some receipts allegedly. So check out this. It's probably going to be a few parts, and let me know your thoughts. Because, baby, this puts a spin on some things. This the brother?
Some YouTube videos that was made about altercation that I had with Renee and Devall in the hospital. Renee has lied multiple times about this, all right? And the police report was everything, all right? She trying to play victim. You can't play victim because you and your husband started this. At the end of the day, when my mother was on her deathbed in the hospital, Renee and Devall thought they thought I was gonna be at work during my mama's deathbed. I'm gonna be at work, all right? Renee came in the hospital in my mama's room with her phone like this. She thought my mom was going to be in the bed, but my mama was at dialysis, all right? I'm in the room, and she got her phone like this, all right? When she seen my mama wasn't in there, she had her kids, and Devall. When they seen my mama wasn't in there, Renee said, "Oh, what you said you going to do to me, little..." That's what she said to me. What you said you going to do to me, little... I work in the hospital setting, all right? I got up, I went to the nurses station, and I said, "Hey, can you call security because they being hostile and they being combative?" Simple. This all in court records and everything. We have documentations of this. Devall walked in front of me and and I dropped him. Pow! He hit the ground. Renee hit me from the back. Wow, that little pop, that was nothing to me. When I turned around, I backhand her. Don't lie about the situation. It's all in court documents, Renee. Don't lie. Devall got up. He hit me with a bedside commode. Boom. Remind y'all, I'm 6'2". All right? I'm 200 and something pounds to them little ass toddlers. I didn't want to fight them. I knew they wasn't no competition. So, whatever, he got up, hit me with the bedside commode, like, boom. I'm like, I'm about to beat this nigga ass. I hit him again. He dropped. She picked up a vase from the nurse station and threw it at me. I ducked. I got to working on him even more. But remind y'all, we're in a hospital setting now. I wouldn't want nobody to see that. While I was beating his ass, I was closing the hospital doors. Like, So, bam. It was all said and done. I done smacked her down and beat his little ass and call it today. Now I'm leaving the hospital. She like, "And I'm pressing charges on you." I'm like, I'm going to stay now. So I waited till the police came. Boom. Police came. Remind y'all, her got it on camera. She wanted to record everything. She wanted to show the police this video. How stupid was that? To show the police this video why would you show the police that video knowing that you was attacking me, stupid? I said, since she want to press charges on me, I'm going to press charges on him and her. All right? Simple. That was so simple. I was smart. I work in a hospital setting. We go through this too much. Bam. I press charges, whatever. They ain't come to court. And I have a message from the nurse that works there that asked me, "Was that you beating those people up in that hospital? Everybody was talking about how nice you was and they was being hostile." I said, unfortunately, that was me. I hate that I had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for part 2. I got more about Renee and Devall. Part 2 of Renee and Devall. Renee feel that it's her money and she do whatever she wanted. That's fine. But when she wasn't working, right, Devall was paying the bills. Devall was taking care of Jeremy and Jalen. Plus, she was getting her baby daddy child support. Come on, don't play like you have to be real about this, Renee. Don't play games, all right? In the midst of her he working, she getting food stamps, they on Section 8, and this is another part, and she getting Jeremy child support. You know what I'm saying? They doing very well. Cool. That's all cool or whatever. I'm not trying to knock them for nothing that they do. And I don't want to take nothing away from their kids. You see what I'm saying? I'm not the person that hate on them. I'm not the person that's trying to do anything to them. Because I already beat them up, so I don't want to do it again. That's over with. But what? Let me see, I think she got kicked off of Section 8 or something. She moved out or whatever. I'm not quite for sure. But after all that, they purchased the house out in Slidell. He was still working. But my thing about it is, I don't own the house. I stay in a little one-bedroom apartment. You see what I'm saying? I stay in a one-bedroom apartment. I know my means. They went out in Slidell, purchased the house, or whatever the case may be. And after I fought them, we all got back cool. I was buying their kids stuff for Christmas. I bought Renee something for Christmas. See what I'm saying? There's no hate in my heart about anything that they're doing. There's no jealousy with me. But what I'm about to do is speak facts to y'all. When they was trying to buy a house and shit on people and like this and this and this and that. Renee, who paid your mortgage? $1,700. I stay in an apartment. I know my means. But who paid your mortgage? Not once, but twice. Right? Your lights was getting cut off. Who paid your light bill? $400 and something. Not once, but twice. And then you couldn't even pay the water and trash bill. I paid it. Money is not an issue with me. You may have more than me, yes. You may have way more than me. But one thing for sure, I'm very well educated, got a degree, working on a second one, have an awesome fucking job. I don't work one job, I don't work two jobs, I work 3 jobs. And I'm very well taken care of and blessed. My thing about it is, when I told you to humble yourself because God will take it all away from you in a matter of seconds. I'm not trying to brag on about paying your mortgage. I should have been a fucking fool to pay your mortgage. But no, y'all kids, I'm not letting y'all kids go out in the streets. Your fucking sister and them couldn't help you pay your mortgage. Your sisters, your brother, Herman, Aisha, Charlene, couldn't help you pay your mortgage. But you and your husband came to me, right? I got receipts. I'm going to show them. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull them up. Because you thought my brother was talking about your tied ass in a post he did a couple years ago. And you just assumed that I told them that I paid your mortgage. Now the world going to know I paid your mortgage. Now the world would know. But you assume somebody was talking to... Yes, you very evil. You very jealous. You very conniving and manipulating. Yes, you are, Renee. And that's why Devall don't talk to... Well, I don't give a fuck about him not talking to me. See what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I helped y'all. Y'all ain't helped me. When his car was getting repossessed, I gave him my car. Told him to park his shit at my sister's house. Man, you playing games. You playing games with the wrong one, Renee. Oh, you rich now. You famous now. You want to talk shit. You try to make people look down upon us as if we was just a badass family. You lied about saying that we didn't like you. And do your story time about me, because I'm doing my story time about you. Let me show you the proof that when you said that we didn't like you, but yet. What's this, Renee? Oh, that's that little skinny girl right there next to me. On New Year's, we was going out to the club. What's that, Renee? Hold on. What's this? Mardi Gras. Who is that? Oh, that's Devall. And who? Juliana? Oh, who is that? Them your other 2 kids right there. For you to sit there and lie and say our family didn't like you, you are lying. The truth ain't in you. But it's more to this story, y'all. It's so much more, and we're gonna air it all out because she have talked about our families for many a years, and we have not responded or said anything to her. But now we're going to respond to her. Devall, a.k.a. Renee husband, has said so many lies about stuff. They literally lied about a lot. But the main concern that I want to address is it's 6:40 in the morning that I have to do a fucking live video because of these people, right? But the main concern that I want to address is Devall said I didn't take good care of my mother. I didn't take good care of my mother. First of all, I'm the last sibling of 5. And when we was living in Michigan, Devall didn't come up there and help my mother. Renee didn't come up there and help my mother. I helped my mother. My brother was there. He got out of prison and he helped. My mama wanted to move back to New Orleans in 2014. We moved back to New Orleans in 2014. In the midst of my mother being sick, let me tell y'all, she was legally blind. She had kidney failure, so she was on dialysis, diabetes, everything. Okay? So, if anybody know about dialysis, how does it work to flush everything out of your system? Mama used to shit all over the house. In her bed, in her room on the floor, in the bathroom upstairs, in the bathroom downstairs, in the living room. Nobody was there to clean that shit up but me. And I take on that role full 100% because at the end of the day, that's my motherfucking mama. That's who raised me. But in the midst of all this, Devall, where was you at? Where was you and your wife at? You talk about I mistreated her. If I mistreated her, why you didn't come get her? All right? But everybody know that in this family, in this Atkins family, in any other family, know that Rose was well fucking taken care of. Financially and physically. My mother was never neglected. Never. I helped her. I did everything. I planned her funeral. I paid for her funeral. Devall, you didn't do shit. You didn't do shit. You was late for her funeral. I had to let the people at the church, I had to ask them to keep the casket open so you could see her. Then you had the fucking nerves to text me after, do you have a picture of mama in the casket? Nigga, you's a bitch. You're a straight bitch. And that's why I beat your ass before. And I beat her ass too. And I hate to brag on that shit because y'all some little motherfuckers. And I'm 6'2" on you bitch ass motherfuckers. But let me calm down. All right, I'm gonna calm down. So, in the midst of him talking about my mother, me mistreating her, and all this other stuff, ask my sister, ask my brother. When, let me back it up. When Devall said my mother was neglected, mistreated, why the state didn't come get her? Why the state didn't come get her? Because she go to dialysis. All right? Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. She was in and out the hospital. Why the state never came and got her? Devall called CPS to my sister's house. What type of man is you? You must be the bitch in the relationship. Because somehow you need to put Renee in her fucking place and make her understand. Oh, we got so much to talk about. This is going to be part 10, part 100, part whatever. I have so much to talk about these motherfuckers. So he started talking about I'm neglecting my mother. All type of shit. I didn't feed her and this and this and this. Well, how the fuck if she didn't get fed? How the fuck all the shit coming out of her? I'm a motherfucking chef. I cooks. I cook very well. So when I started posting receipts on their page, they blocked me. They blocked me from Daddy Do This with Devall. They blocked me from Beauty Is Her Name. But I'm going to show y'all receipts after receipts after receipts after receipts. Devall, I had to pay for my brother to come from Michigan to come down here and help take care of my mama. To come down here and help take care of my mama when you was right here. You was right here all alone. Oh, let me go see if my brother need a break. Oh, let me just go pick up my mama. Oh, let me just go do this. But when they did come pick her up and want to spend some time with her, they want to make videos. They want to post my mama as getting in the car with Devall for a storyline. That's what she wanted. That's what she was doing. She wanted a storyline. Look, people are texting me, this show people. People texting me early in the morning. It's 6:47. Talk about is this your people. That's them. That's them. Renee and Devall have spoke about this family so many times that nobody would ever say nothing. Renee has built this fan page, and they like to criticize, talk shit to us or whatever. That shit don't faze me. It don't faze me. But let's get back, nevertheless, to my mother. I used to take her go get her feet done. I used to take her go get her hair done. I used to take her, as a man, this is what I'm doing. But Devall, you didn't ever do it. You couldn't even take her to dialysis. You couldn't even pick her up from dialysis. You couldn't take her to a doctor's appointment. But you want to say something about my mother on a live. Is you crazy? You should have never opened your mouth for that. You should have never spoke on my mother. Somebody you didn't even do shit with when she moved back down here. But you came and got a want to post a video like you just sold this and this and this. Man, stop playing games. Y'all know I got receipts after receipts. I'm going to post receipts about me paying your light bill, not once but twice. Me paying your rent, your mortgage, not once but twice. But me paying your water, trash, and gas. Come on, man, stop playing games. And not just that, when your fucking car was getting repossessed, bitch, I gave you mine. I gave you my truck so your car could be parked at my... I always kept 2 cars. I gave you my truck so you can drive back and forth to work. But yet, you couldn't call up on her sister. You couldn't call on her sister and her family for shit. You kept calling me when you was broke down on the side of the road. I'm leaving work to come get you. Man, stop playing games. Don't play games with me because y'all know I know everything and I know the truth. All right? But... yeah, you never did nothing. You haven't did anything for your mom, but you're talking about I neglected her. I told her she couldn't use the bathroom downstairs, this and this and this. But what was you doing during all this time? What was you doing? You couldn't even get it on track to come pick up your fucking daughter on time. Y'all want to keep talking about her daughter staying with her sister and me. Nigga, I moved back down here in 2014. Your daughter was never there with me. And when I moved back down here, your daughter was coming to see you at your house in Metairie. At your house in Slidell. For the sake of who? Me. That's another story. We gonna end this live. Just know that my mother was very well taken care of. I did all that I can do. Oh, let's go back. She said my mother was dead and I was out in the club. I was sitting in the house all week. I knew that this death was coming along. I was the one who was able to handle this death. But yet, y'all couldn't. He said he didn't cry at his mama's funeral. Bitch, you wasn't even there, you little weak-ass bitch. On top of that, you and your wife was joking. I wish I could find a video when you was joking about give me one reason to stay here when the person was taking her out. Nigga, stop playing. You were just so happy she was dead. Stop, nigga. You didn't do shit. You didn't help her. But I was at peace when she died, But I know God know that I did all that I can do. You'll never be able to take that away from me, brother. Never. But what have you done for her? You got a guilty conscience of that because you haven't did nothing. I'm back. Now, another thing that they addressed was me, my sister, my mama, Muffin, Kimadra's sister, and my niece all lived in the same house. Yes, we did. But Renee, who did you live with at one point in time in your life when you was living on crates, sleeping on the floor? Nevertheless, not going to keep talking about that. They said our family did not allow, well, me and my sister did not allow Kimadra to see her dad. When I moved back down here in 2014, I moved with my sister. And you can ask my sister, you can ask Muffin. I disrespected them to the fullest, not knowing all the whole story. I didn't know the whole story. I disrespected them to the fullest, as in, you think I'm going to live in this house and he not going to see his daughter? I used to take her to Devall house in Metairie, the apartment that he used to stay in Metairie. I used to take this little girl to the house in Slidell. I'm going to address something else. We're going to have to make this snappy. To the house in Slidell. You're lying right there. Now, what they did tell the truth was about me setting Muffin up so he could go in the house and get Kimadra. He did. I did. They're not gonna tell you all of this shit. Me and Muffin was supposed to go to Mississippi to go to a club out there with my friend Tinka from Michigan. Oh, Renee, you just was smiling in Tinka's face, but she was fucking your man, bitch. Now what? You want to talk about all this, but you was smiling in Tinka's face. Anyways, nevertheless. While we was up driving to Mississippi, I text Devall. I said, hey, Kimadra in the house with her sister, my mama, and my niece. My niece was there. While Renee, instead of talking, she trying to say something she don't fucking know. My niece was in the house. And if my niece left the house, she wasn't supposed to leave the fucking house. But, you know, kids are going to be kids. But now the story about trying to get Kimadra back. I went, Didi and Renee had this little girl for 2-3 months. It was time for her to go back to school. I go to their house. I go to their house to go get Kimadra out there in Slidell. All right? I went out there and I knocked on the door. Jeremy said, who is it? I said, it's Lamar. Jeremy told Renee. Renee got the hooping and hollering through the door. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, I did just help y'all get this little girl so y'all could see this little girl. Renee got, get the fuck from away from my door, you bitch ass nigga, you this and this and this and this. And I'm like, what? Then I called Didi. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm just trying to get Kimadra. She got to go to school, whatever the case may be. He got the tripping. Now they done called the police. It's just me. It's just me. Muffin stayed with my sister and me, and she didn't know where Didi and Renee stay at. By me doing all this, going out there trying to get the little girl, I told Muffin, hey, come out to this address. This is where Kimadra at. Blah, blah, blah. Muffin instantly get there. This is like a 30-minute drive. Muffin instantly get there within 20 minutes. That was that. As the police didn't let Muffin get Kimadra or whatever the case may be because she didn't have her paperwork or whatever the case may be. And that was that. Didi left his job. Now, he worked like an hour and something away. He made it there real fast. Damn, this bitch made it here this fast. He got there a little fast. Anyways, Muffin didn't get Kimadra or whatever. The police told her to come back or whatever with her stuff or whatever. I guess Muffin and her mama went back. I wasn't there at this time. Muffin and her mama went back. Renee said Muffin mama was storing something around her house. I guess she was rebuking that bitch because she's a demon. She's a demon. She has nothing but... Renee has got into it with my sister. She has got into it with my auntie. She has got into it with me. She has got into it with my brother that's deceased. All right? So anyways, during the midst of all this, Devall and Renee decide to call Child Protective Service. Sent Child Protective Service to my sister's house. They told Kimadra to tell them that I beat her with a hanger. I beat her with a hanger, and Muffin didn't feed her, a whole bunch of shit. Now, my mama's sick. Mama's in the house. And you sent Child Protective Service into this house knowing that mama in here. Basically, you didn't give a fuck. Cool. Now we got to go down to the courthouse, and not the courthouse, the Child Protective Service place, and tell them all what happened or whatever. They did their investigation. What happened? They closed the case. They came to my sister's house with all us living in there. And they still closed the case. That didn't work out for you. Now, Devall had court orders, right, to see his daughter. He had court orders to see his daughter. You supposed to come get her on the weekend. Your weekend. You didn't come. But yet, when y'all had something planned for the next weekend, you wanted to come. But that's Muffin weekend. Muffin have something planned. So why would I let you take away my weekend because you haven't did your weekend? That ain't how it's going to work. Now, me living in the house, I seen when Devall was supposed to come get her every other weekend and he wouldn't come. Muffin would have her bags packed. Kimadra waiting. He never came. Now, he could have communicated with them. And they keep saying, we taking Muffin's side. Muffin, we was not taking Muffin's side. Like I said before, I disrespected Muffin. Multiple times. I disrespected my sister. Multiple times. Because, nigga, I'm not going to live in this motherfucking and you can't see your daughter. But then when I seen what you was doing, I stayed out of it. Right? Y'all tell me if y'all going to sit there and let y'all kid keep waiting on the motherfucker that ain't going to never come. But he want to come the weekends that Muffin had something planned. Man, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy as hell. I'm not going to sit there and keep letting my motherfucking daughter sit at the door waiting for a motherfucker that ain't going to never come, getting our hopes up high. Yes, Kimadra used to love Renee. Kimadra has, as a child, was in a fucked up situation between both sides, Muffin and Devall. that's a kid. And y'all fucked her up for life. Y'all fucked that little girl up for life because the simple fact is, y'all was playing fucking mind games with her. Oh, both sides played mind games with her. Yep, did. But at the end of the day, she's grown now and she's able to speak her truth. She worshiped the ground that Renee stood on. She worshiped the fucking ground that Renee stood on. They was best friends. Renee was taking baths with this little girl. Bitch, you a grown-ass woman taking a bath with this child? Couldn't be me. But we're going to have some more to talk about. We're going to talk about Renee's siblings. Since Devall want to talk about our siblings. That's another part. Oh, her family just so fucking great. Her family just so fucking perfect. Why they into it now? And I don't want to bring them up. But he has spoke, and Renee has spoke multiple times of this family. They have spoke bad about us many a years. We have never stooped to their level. We have never got involved in all this Facebook stuff and all this. That was not something that we was going to do. We never did it. But if a person keep talking about you, keep talking about your family, you have to respond. Because you done painted this narrative that we just these bad people. We didn't like you. But I got pictures. Us in the club. I got documentation. Us doing this. I got documentation of text messages between us. Since you want to post text message. But then y'all deleted me.